Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your host and game master, and I am joined by three stellar players. Zach Brass.
Hello.
Dom Brass.
Hey, what's going on?
And special guest star, Nate Brass.
Greetings, Internet. You may know me as the voice of your favorite crazy robot, Cypher, the taxi cab bot. But I'm also a living human being who has feelings and emotions.
Allegedly.
And that is important.
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Scum and Villainy, a Forged in the Dark game, published by Evil Hat Productions.
Which you've been getting way better about saying in every episode lately.
I say that every single episode.
I swear you missed it in some of the early ones.
Every single episode.
I copy and paste the same intro into every page of my OneNote doc every time.
How unoriginal.
Well, I guess I only just started paying attention in the last few episodes.
Well, somebody isn't editing these friggin' audio files. What a goof.
That's true. I only have to listen to this like twice. Yeah. The time we do it and the time I listen to it once.
You guys, Nate is sleepy. I have a little bit of a mild cough and throat thing going on. So we're going to keep things breezy today, all right? So we're gonna really rush through this banter, but I do have an important question for each of you.
Is it a different question each or the same?
This is the same question for each of you. And I want you to answer like first instinct right away. Don't think too thought about it. Don't think too much about it. Favorite nut, go.
Cashew.
Pistachio.
Walnut? I don't know. I really don't know.
But I also really like peanuts. I love pistachios.
I love them all, but pistachio without a doubt. They're so good.
See, I am a newcomer to the pistachio game.
Oh, I love it.
Dude, same.
I've we never had them in the house growing up. Never like went out of my way to have them. I don't think I ate a pistachio until I was, let's say conservatively, like 28 might be my earliest pistachio.
Yeah. Wild.
Yeah.
I'm not even that old yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Nate's like, oh my god, how did you have a pistachio in the future?
I think, like, truthfully, it might be older than that, but, like, it's definitely been relatively recent. But with my new diet that I'm on, that I think we mentioned last time, that had me so grumpy last week, I've been eating a lot of nuts recently. And I've been, I'm diving headfirst into the world of pistachios, and I've got a bag of like chili roasted pistachios that are truly so good that like I have to stop myself from eating them because that would then defeat the point of being on a diet. But
yeah, so look, I can relate here. See, my roommate, our editor, he buys like pound bags of freaking pistachios and then he eats them. Well, the two of us split the whole thing in like 2 days. It's like there was no point in this healthy snack. Like I got about 2,000 calories worth of pistachios.
Yeah, pistachios, almonds, cashews, it's been I'm neck deep in nut right now, you guys.
Dude,
I feel ya. I'm so happy for you. There's nothing as good as slobbering on a nice whole bag of nut.
I fucking hate you, dude.
I want to welcome you to the Nut Slob crew.
By the way, I know that this probably doesn't work with your diet, but pistachio flavored ice cream is the best flavor of ice cream.
Oh my god, right? Where did it come from?
It's
it just
so good.
appeared, and I was like, what?
No, that's been our mom's favorite since we were kids, actually. It's just, it was hard to find.
I know, but like, I feel like I hated pistachios. And then when I was like 19, 20 years old, I just like ate one and was like, what was wrong with me for all of these years?
Yeah, but you were always a little bit picky. Not that much, but like compared to me, who will eat like anything, it always felt like I just didn't understand. I'm like, oh, why don't you like everything?
See, that's interesting. I would have guessed that Dom was the picky eater.
Dom doesn't have taste buds.
Okay, that's not true. That's not
he
true.
Shovels garbage in his mouth and goes, mmm.
Okay, that is an exaggeration. But I would be the I'll eat it's food. I can work with that, you know.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of I'll eat whatever.
If it's
I'm
edible,
picking,
he'll try it.
The quality, like more so than anything. Like, you know, I'll eat any like ingredient. But like, man, if you throw together some bullshit, I'm gonna be like skeptical.
What do you guys think about nut flavored gum?
That sounds fucking weird.
I've never
dude.
had
I don't
That
know.
sounds repulsive. Is that a real thing?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. You were just asking hypothetically.
So like, you're just asking, what if somebody just like gave you like a gum version of peanut butter? Like it just tastes like peanut butter all the time, but it never runs out.
No, you just made it sound bad. I was thinking like nut flavor, not peanut butter. No butter, just peanut.
Yeah, but that kind of just feels like it's gonna taste the same as peanut butter flavored gum, you know?
No. Peanut butter tastes so different from peanuts.
I think it's a flavor and texture combination that really just doesn't work.
Yeah, I like.
Wait, what about crunchy?
The crunch.
Yeah, what about crunchy bubble peanut butter flavored bubble gum?
Crunchy gum.
So you just keep chewing it, and what is it? Just like reform? Like I'm picturing you just like chew on this cube that like becomes a triangle or something.
Oh,
like,
that's cool. So what you would get like a material that as it heats, it gets harder.
That sounds awful. What? No, I was thinking
like a way to break your teeth.
Yeah, I was just thinking little pieces of nut in it, which is also objectively really stupid, but I just thought it was funny. And you're like, no, it turns into a perfect triangle. You see, the thing is, this unlocks the Pythagoras. This is what Pythagoras was talking about.
It's scalene at best, bro.
Scaling at best.
Come on. Perfect.
All right, dude. All right.
Well, funny enough, nut-flavored gum is the most popular flavor in the Procyon sector.
Let's go.
Oh, well, obviously.
Welcome to the Procyon sector. Somehow, Razor has returned, and he's brought our favorite bounty hunters, Crash, Cypher, and Gorpheus, to the strange Sahir, where a job was offered to both parties. Capture a mysterious scientist hiding somewhere secretly in the sector, and avoid capture from the other hunter on the job. With myriad opportunities and threats ahead of them, what will be the next destination of the Phoenix 13? So, I want to pick up with you guys on your ship, on the Phoenix 13, docked on Nightfall still, regrouping after, all this downtime is coming to an end, after your meeting with the Sahir and Razor, and this job offer to capture Pol Venker of the Ghosts, and also maybe capture Razor to truly prove that you're the best hunter to these like weird blindfold people. A lot is happening. On top of that, there was the meeting that Gorpheus had with the noblewoman who felt a connection with him and him with her, and there was talk of meeting her on a planet, and there's other stuff that has come up. It's really up to you guys what you want to do and where you want to go next. So with all that on your literal table, on the Phoenix 13 dining nook, we pick up with the three of you. Go, roleplay now. Start. Go.
Jeez.
I was saying.
Wait, I'll go.
Don't listen to him. Shut your mouth. This is the captain's time to talk.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Guys, Mike told me to roleplay and you're not letting me.
All right. Look, I was saying, before I'm rudely interrupted, I say, pointing at Cypher, that we should do what Cypher was saying.
Wait, Cypher, what were you saying?
Alright, so what I was going to say is that we should do this job for Gorpheus, because Razor's not going to finish the job without any of us captured. So we can just put that one on the back burner for a little bit. Let Razor do some of the work and find where this guy is. And we can figure out all this crazy space wizard nonsense. Help our friend Gorpheus out a bit.
Oh, that's funny, actually. I didn't think you were gonna take that angle at all.
Exactly. Except what we should also do is plant a tracking device on Razor's ship before we leave the planet.
Oh, for sure.
He'll never find it.
No, he's stupid.
Exactly. He doesn't. He would never even think to check for bugs. Fucking idiot.
Okay. Wow. So I just want to as a thing, just to throw it out there, because I like where you guys' heads are at. I will say I didn't expect this. I kind of thought you guys wanted to capture the Razor immediately, but this is good. I say we go with the crystal thing. I will say, are you guys sure that we can, trust Razor to not mess up the mission just doing it by himself, and then also trust him to come after us? Is he courageous enough to do that, I guess I'm asking.
He's almost captured a Grand Pharoniki on his own.
Yeah, he had 4 guys helping him, though.
Yeah, but they were all pretty useless.
You don't think he's going to grab a crew of pathetic losers that help him with this job?
Yeah, but we're way more frightening than the Grand Pharoniki.
That is true.
This is a good point.
I'm just saying, just throwing it out there, but otherwise, hey, I'm fine. Let's go meet this,
Well, look, let's let him simmer in his own piss for a little while. Looking around the galaxy, searching, maybe he'll come across the guy we're looking for. We can swoop on in, win the day, and in the meantime, I'm sure we have plenty of time to do your mission and maybe, something that comes up for me, because it's probably my turn next, right?
Yeah, I can't argue with that logic. Yeah, I'm fully on board. This is a great plan.
All right, sounds like we're agreed. So, first things first, we've got to get a tracker on that dummy's spaceship, so that when he flies off, and if he ever happens to figure out what he's doing, we know where he is. Or, he might just try and follow us because he doesn't know what to do, in which case we'd probably want to know that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
One thing I'll let you guys know that your characters would certainly be aware of is that while a tracker on the ship would definitely be a useful thing to have, especially with the Phoenix 13, one of the upgrades that it has from character creation is long-range scanners. So, within a particular system, you could probably track Razor relatively simply if you manage to get a tracker on his ship. The complication there is that once you are in different systems, it becomes much more difficult, if not just straight up impossible to track. the technology does not send that kind of pinpoint information accuracy across systems. Whenever you're in, different solar systems, like you can't even communicate easily with another system. Like you can't make a phone call between systems, so you absolutely can't track someone across systems unless you got like super, super advanced technology, which would be a whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds fine, right?
Well, yeah, we'll just keep an eye on him. If he gets near the border of the system, we'll just have to jump over there or whatever.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. What's the worst that could happen? Cypher, you're the techie one.
We've got the greatest pilot on the galaxy. I'm sure we can catch up.
Oh, that's very true, and that's trademarked and everything.
It's official. Here's what I'm going to say is, Razor is going to want to capture us. We stole his last prey, and so I think that he's probably very excited.
And if I'm remembering correctly, he threatened to eat your bones.
He did threaten to eat our bones.
It seems pretty personal between him and you guys.
Your bones.
Oh, right.
Joke's on him. I'm the only one that has bones.
That's true, actually. That's canonically stated, so, like...
Gorpheus got, like, a exoskeleton situation?
Yeah, I think we were joking about he has an exoskeleton or something, so yeah.
He's a squid man.
Gross.
This guy hates Xenos.
God hates Xenos.
I mean, yeah, I think we should do a tracker, but if you guys don't want to, I can't do that. So
well, I think we should do that. So anyway, why don't we just nip on over with our, go for a little ride around the town, throw a tracker on the back of his ship while he's not looking, and go on and do Gorpheus' space wizard shit.
I'd like to do a flashback, and we put a tracker on Razor's car.
Nice. Luckily, we're not in a job right now. Technically, this is what the game would call free play. So you don't need to take any stress for a flashback. You can just do the thing. But I would like an action roll from somebody to represent how successful you are at this. I think a basic tracker is something that is pretty easy for you to get a hold of. It might even just be like an item you can choose when you're doing a job. So unless you want to try and go out of your way to get like a super advanced one that might work across systems, a more regular powered one, no stress, no creds, you're able to scrounge one up.
Yeah, no, I think we're fine with just a regular one for now.
Yeah, I think so.
So, I guess I'll try and sneak on over, act like I'm just going for a Sunday cruise on my vacation time.
Sure, and what action skill do you think you want to use for this?
I think Skulk makes the most sense, right?
Yes, go ahead and make your Skulk roll, and this will just be a risky standard.
What did I roll here? We've got a 4.
So with a 4, you do it, but there's a minor complication. I don't think I'm sorry, not a minor complication, a standard complication. But I don't think that has to be something too crazy right now. I'm just going to give you a heat, one heat in the Breck system, which you are currently in, which you already have a wanted level in. But as you sneak around the docks, the spaceport that Razor is hanging out in, you're able to follow him unaware as he's getting ready to like take off, leave the planet of Nightfall, and presumably begin this job searching for this guy. You see that he's hopping in a smaller starship than the Phoenix 13. He starts to take off, and you wait for just the last moment before you like toss the tracking beacon on his undercarriage, and he doesn't seem to notice, but you do feel like there are some other eyes on you as you're doing this. People are noticing, and so you get a heat from that.
Yeah, whatever. It's all right. My driver's famous, so I mean, celebrities are pretty much above the law in space. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, that tracks for sure. For sure.
There's a law in space.
Not if you're famous, baby.
Nice.
I'll go back to the Phoenix 13. Probably stop at a bar on my way, have a congratulatory drink. Because I'm
Good
still
job,
on vacation.
Captain Crash. You did the thing you said you were gonna do.
Yep. Because I'm still on vacation, and I'm a little bummed that we got to cut it short, quite frankly. But hey, job's a job, am I right? So, I'll have a, just 2 or 3 or 4 drinks.
Just 2 or 3.
And, I'll probably call Gorpheus to pick me up.
Oh, Gorpheus will go to pick you up on the...
Gorpheus. I did the thing, I said I was going to do it, and I did it, and so I just thought, why don't we just stop at the bar for just a congratulatory drink or 4? So,
yeah, no, I get it. That's fine, Captain.
Anyway, now I'm a little wasted, and I need you to come pick me and the bike up, because it turns out that, they were all triples, the drinks. See, it was triple Sunday.
Wait, I have to pick you and the bike up?
Just, get Cypher to drop you off, and then you can drive the bike.
Okay. All right, we'll just give us like 15 minutes, Captain.
Is that the Captain?
Yes, it's
Is Mr. How's the drinks? We're having party on the ship.
All right, Captain. I'll see you in like 40 minutes.
And so Gorpheus fetches Cypher and Crash from their debauchery that they're enjoying. The tracker is on Razor, and it sounds like when you regroup the next day that you're ready to leave Nightfall, and you wanted to go meet up with this mystic woman that Gorpheus met. That was the plan?
Yes. Yeah. We're gonna get our buddy laid.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, surely the way you described it, I could see the sparks in the air. I mean, this girl, she liked you, didn't she?
No. I actually thought she was harvesting organs.
That is how all great love stories start.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, who hasn't had a hookup with a girl who seemed like she was going to harvest your organs afterwards, at least once or twice?
No, I assumed most of us, right?
Well, certainly not me.
And so Gorpheus, I think your new friend, love interest,
not
organ harvester, Lysia Al-Nim Amar.
I mean, come on, her name's Lysia. You can tell that she's
okay,
sexy.
We're gonna just get through the narration, and then I'm gonna circle back to that because there's just one other thing I did want to mention.
I think she told you to find her on the planet Shemaya, which you would know is a desert planet, and I think she would have given you some coordinates to find her.
All right, yeah. So we use those coordinates to get to Shemaya. I will I do want to throw this out here, guys. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned this. I think she's in a cult, and it's kind of creepy. Like, I didn't love the way she
you're kind of in
about
a cult, aren't you? Aren't you basically a cult leader? I mean, it's a very small cult of, like, one, but
no, that is not a cult. It is the new way. It is an interpretation of the greater cosmos. That's not a...
That sounds very culty.
It's not a cult, guys. It's
look.
different. I just interpret things in a certain way, and it gives me magical powers.
And then you walk around telling people that they should also look at the world that way and spreading your quote-unquote religion.
So they can have magical powers. That just seems like a win.
Yeah, well, look, I'm just saying, I've heard of blood sacrifice cults that also give you superpowers, but they were also cults.
Okay, you know what, guys? I don't really like the way you're characterizing this.
We have no problem with it, man. I've been in a cult before. I left, but, yours seems way cooler than the one I was in, honestly.
Okay.
And I mean, you're the leader, so that's, like, pretty cool, too.
I don't really love the sound of that, like, cult leader. It's not really what I was going for. I was going for a more spiritualist sort of thing.
I'm sorry, You're not a cult leader? I thought, it was the greatest pilot in the galaxy, the cult leader, and the captain. Like, it was our thing.
You thought my thing was that I was a cult leader?
It isn't?
Well, no, one of them.
I'm mind blown right now.
There's no, like, disciples. I don't have, like, a cult.
Well, you're bad at being the leader, but you're trying.
Okay. Alright, whatever.
We never said you're the greatest cult leader in the galaxy, trademark. No.
Okay. Well, I think that's Shemaya over there. I just hadn't thought about it that way, okay? That's all.
Well, we're glad to open your eyes.
I think you need to just take a step back and look at how the world sees you, bro.
Well, shit. Maybe I should just trademark being the best at something. I'll feel better.
Well, you gotta be the best.
Okay.
Cypher winks.
And so Shemaya is actually still in the Breck system, so it doesn't take you long to get from Nightfall to there. But one thing I want to call out that I'm doing here is I am starting a 6-segment clock for Razor attacks. When 6 segments of that clock are full, well, then Razor attacks. This is gonna be just any time I think, like, enough time has passed that I think it makes sense to tick off a clock. If I feel like you guys are really lollygagging, or if, just narratively it makes sense, I'm gonna tick something off there.
All right, guys. So no complete bullshitting. We have to actually do stuff.
I guess we'll see Razor next episode.
We can't spend the first hour of the podcast making fun of Dom for being a cultist,
and so with Cypher in the pilot seat, you whoosh fly over from Nightfall to a considerably smaller planet, the closest planet to the sun of the Breck system, Shemaya. And as you descend down onto this, like, brownish red planet, there's a bit of turbulence as you hit some heavy cloud coverage in the atmosphere, and you can see and maybe even you feel in the air as you descend on this planet electricity crackling through these dark clouds. But you plunge beneath them and you descend down onto a sandy desert world. You fly low to the ground, and like the waves of sand shoot up into the air as you do. It looks really cool and cinematic, and you fly over some settlements and some ports, it doesn't seem like that is the directions that's on your nav screen are telling you as you're going to these coordinates that Lisaya gave you. You fly past this semblance of civilization into the endless desert. And you're wondering where are you going? There's nothing in sight until you are practically right over the coordinates and you see a small campsite a few clicks away. And just a few people that are milling about, these really simple tarp tents, and beyond that, some half-uncovered, multicolored mineral ruins that are jutting out of the sand.
Captain, I think that's them! Let's, park somewhere. Don't go too close, Cypher. You're gonna get sand everywhere.
I get super close when trying to park. I want to do the spaceship version of parallel parking.
With nothing but desert, but in any direction, just featureless space. You're doing a 4-point turn into a parking position.
2 parts. This is the best pilot in the galaxy. Thank you very much.
And you feel the Phoenix 13 partially sink into the sand. Not so much that you're going to have any issue getting out, but it's clear that you are not on super stable Earth at the moment. And when the docking bay opens, whoosh, you're hit by this extreme and dry heat as you step out into the desert. You see waiting for you as this, rusty orange spaceship just came out of nowhere and descended. 2 people. One, Gorpheus, you immediately recognize as the beautiful but strange robed woman, Lisaya Al-Nim Omar. On Lisaya's face is curiosity. And then when the 3 of you emerge and she spots you, Gorpheus, that curiosity turns to a look of someone who's very pleased.
Ooh.
But standing next to her, you see a man, and he is dressed in sort of your stereotypical, explorer, archaeologist getup, lots of khakis and, an iconic hat. And he is standing there with his arms folded over his chest and a grimace on his face.
I'd like to quickly just turn to Gorpheus and go,
Don't worry, Orpheus. You're way cooler than that douche.
What? No. Don't. Okay, whatever you're thinking right now.
Yeah, he's not even that impressive.
Okay, guys, let's not... Look, just stick to the plan. We're just...
Don't worry, man. Just be yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna choose to not...
We got you. We're the best wingmen in the galaxy. Not trademarked yet.
Okay, no, you're not. You're the best pilot in the galaxy.
No, but I'm the best wingman in the galaxy.
No, you're decidedly not that. But regardless, let's maybe just not do the wingman thing this time.
It does often end up with the captain sleeping with the girls you like.
Yeah, it's not the preference. Look, let's just not do it, though, anyway, because that's not even the goal here. We're here on business, guys. Honorable Princess Lisaya, this is my Captain Crash, Honorable Captain Crash, and the courageous pilot, Cypher. We came here on business to, because we talked. Yeah.
Yes, it is a great pleasure to see you again, Gorpheus. I knew it was only a matter of time before you came here to speak with me, and allow me to introduce my partner within the Cult of the Seekers. This is Yor Bra Rahim, and the archaeologist-looking dude just sort of grunts.
Ah, your partner. That's yeah, you guys been looking up cool temples? Somebody help me. Somebody help me.
All right, everyone. We know why we're here. Because you need the greatest bounty hunting trio to have ever graced the Breck system. It is I, the greatest pilot in the galaxy, my captain, and of course you know the lovely, lovely, most handsome Orpheus.
Real intelligent, too. Just an absolute philosopher. A man of men.
Yeah, thanks, Cotton. That's great. All right,
Some say he started his own cult.
Hey, guys, let's maybe not overdo it.
Well, some call it a religion, others a cult, but at the end, really all it is a belief.
Yeah, absolutely. I do, and I sign off on that. But the main thing is we wanted to help you with your quest to find more artifacts.
Because Gorpheus is a very heroic man.
Yeah, okay, a little too much.
He has a fascination with artifacts.
All right, guys.
One could say.
I think she gets the idea.
Very intelligent and well-read.
Okay.
I saw him meditating just yesterday. Even calls it his vice. Ha! Meditation of vice, am I right?
What a stand-up guy.
Yor Bra Rahim, this explorer type, rolls his eyes at the three of you, before he turns to Lasaya and says, "These are the so-called experts you were telling me about? I'll be in the study." And he trudges through the sand away from you guys towards one of these tents that is propped up here.
Oh, no worries. Nobody's ever impressed with us at first, but we show them. We show them every time, except for the times we don't.
Okay, I mean...
But we don't talk about those.
Yeah, but that's rarely ever. I mean, we're really good at our job. What were you saying again?
You will please have to forgive Yor. He works very hard for us. He is one of our leading experts in discovery and exploration, and he takes his job very seriously.
Ah, yes. Well, and it takes a very serious expert to explore Dune World like this.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Sand World. Sand World. It's a very dangerous place with the sandstorms.
The giant worms.
Presumably the giant worms. I haven't seen one myself, but, I don't tend to spend a lot of time on Sand World. If I want to get sand, I go to Beach World.
Well, I greatly appreciate Gorpheus and friends, you coming to aid us. You see, the Cult of the Seekers, we are always on the lookout for way artifacts. When I was on Nightfall, seeking this one, and she pulls from her robe that package that she unwraps and has that same green crystal that you saw her have before, Gorpheus. The same that matches the one that is embedded in your own flesh. And when I felt your presence, I just simply knew that it was meant to be, and that you could help us find the pinnacle of what we seek. Come, I wish to show you something.
of course. Yeah.
And she leads you past this campsite and towards these ruins that you see are made of like multicolored, beautiful, like crystalline, mineral-like substance that are like rising, half excavated out of the sand. There's like spires and spirals, and it looks like it's all maybe connected to a larger structure that might still be buried. And she says, this is but one of our work sites across the sector. We have been very proud of what we have uncovered so far, and it was in fact our work here that led me to Nightfall, that led me to you, Gorpheus. You see, I believe that this structure is a relay that can connect the way across the galaxy to other relays, more advanced, faster, more powerful than any technology that might be developed. I believe that these relays might be the key to unlocking the Lost Gate, the Hantu Gate.
Holy shit.
Oh my, the Lost Gate. Oh, well, that's just... Well, I mean, I just don't even know what to... What's the Lost Gate?
Ah, you of course know the gates that connect the different systems of the sector. Connect Breck to Iota, Iota to Rin, and Rin to Holt.
Well, obviously I presumably do.
But in the Holt system, there is another gate, the Hantu Gate, which is asleep, dormant. It cannot be traveled through, and what it connects to is unknown. If you look at the map of the Procyon sector, you'll see that gate that just leads to a question mark. The greatest desire of the Cult of the Seekers is to open the Hantu Gate and to explore what might be beyond. We think these relays are how we might do so.
So you really think you've got this? This is the key to the Hantu Gate.
I do not wish to be overly optimistic. I believe that this is a step to finding the key to unlocking the gate.
Well, I think that's certainly reasonable. I think we could probably assume that this ancient technology probably does something amazing. It's probably exactly the thing you need it to do. Or want, or hope, right?
Yeah, I mean, Captain, this is kind of a massive archaeological find. I mean, the implications are crazy. Even if this only leads to real progress in the next couple 100 years, this could be huge.
Well, that seems reasonable. Well, I mean, in order to get to this Hantu Gate, we have to go all the way to the Holt system, right? And in order to get to the Holt system, we have to take, like, all of the other gates.
That is correct, yes. But let us not get ahead of ourselves. First, we must perform the ritual. This is what I wish to show you, Gorpheus. I believe you just might have a special connection to this.
Oh, you guys want to perform a ritual? Do you want me and Cypher to step out for a few minutes?
No, of course not. This is something that all should witness.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I don't know how comfortable I feel with this right now.
Dude, she totally digs you. Keep going.
I think she wants us to watch you.
She starts walking into like the depths of this ruinous crystalline structure, and she like turns around to look at you and like, come on, follow me, gesture.
Shirts on, yeah?
As she gets to like the center of this, you see that there's a bunch of these like little crystals that are sort of scattered all over the sand. And she takes the green crystal in her hand and she tosses it as high as she can up into the air. And it goes up and up and up, and it stops in the middle of the air. And it begins to rotate in place. And all these other crystals that are scattered on the ground, some are blue, some are orange, some are yellow, all different colors, they begin to vibrate and raise up into the air as well. Gorpheus, you feel that crystal that's in your like shoulder, right?
Yeah.
You feel it start to like tingle in your flesh as this happens. The crystals in the air begin to rotate in a pattern, moving around each other before they all more or less stop in a single position. And as they come to a stop, they then slowly start rotating in place, and some others start to slowly rotate around each other. And it's all in this very specific arrangement. Lysia says, "Do you recognize what this is?" "This is the Procyon sector." She points to a reddish crystal in the air. "That's where we are. That's Shemaya." A purple crystal not far from it. "That is Nightfall." A green one close to it as well. Akidi. The Breck system. Over here we see the Iota. The Rin. The Holt. And now, Gorpheus, please. And she holds out her hands to you.
I hold out both my what are they, right arms?
So the normal one and the itty bitty one?
And the itty bitty one.
Okay. And she takes both of your right hands.
Let's go! Bro got a handhold. Yes!
Which is, awkward, trying to, like, hold a right hand with a right hand, but, whatever.
Oh, I didn't know it was like a... Yeah, I'll do one left hand and the little hand.
That's cute.
Okay. She takes two of your three hands, and she says, "We must focus on the way. We must focus on the connections all around us, to each other, to the galaxy. Can you do that with me, Gorpheus?"
Me? Yes, no, that's what I do. I got this.
And she closes her eyes, and you both open your minds up to the cosmic forces of the way. And Crash and Cypher, you watch as they're doing this, and you see that green crystal in Gorpheus's shoulder begins to glow. And it begins to glow like an ice white color. The same time that happens, you see one of the crystals in the air, not one that Lysia had pointed out, one that seems to be in a different system, if these truly do represent the systems of the Procyon sector. You see that one of those begins to glow ice white as well. Gorpheus, you feel just an absolute chill come over your body, as if you are no longer in a desert, but in the middle of a tundra. And when you open your eyes, you are standing there with Lysia in a barren field of frost. You see a pit not far from you. A canyon, perhaps, of sheer ice and stone. You see at the bottom of this ravine a structure made of multicolored crystal, just like the one you were standing in front of before. Lysia takes a deep breath. She lets go of your hand, and all of a sudden you're back on Shemaya, back in the desert, feeling the heat again.
Okay. You saw that, right? Did you guys see that?
I saw it, Gorpheus. Yes, I saw it. It was beautiful.
You know, I've never did a vision with another person. That's pretty cool. It was beautiful. What did we just see?
She sees the crystal in your chest still glowing white and looks up into the air and sees that crystal glowing white as well, and she points to it. She says, Lithios. That is where we must go.
I see my crystal glowing like, what? What's going on with that?
It is the way, Gorpheus.
It's guiding me.
Yes, it is guiding you.
It's funny how it always does it in different ways. Glowing crystals, huh? I mean, yeah, it seems a little bit, like I gotta accept that's the way, but, honestly, they had me sold already. They could have just been, some guy's face on a piece of toast. I would have probably went with that. The glowing crystals, that's a pretty good...
You can't really deny that one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good indicator. So wait, this, can we figure out where that's supposed to be on the map?
Well, it is clearly the planet Lithios.
Oh, okay. It's clearly... My bad.
Yes, clearly. I mean, look, you're glowing. The gem that represents Lithios is glowing.
Yeah.
Lithios is an ice planet. We just had a vision of an ice planet.
Are you sure that's Lithios? That looks like Indri to me.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's Indri.
I'm pretty sure it was Lithios. I think that was
No, Lithios is the one over there.
No, Captain. Indri's not an ice planet.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure it wasn't Amarath?
Okay, it's definitely
no.
not
Amarath's definitely not an ice planet.
That's like... No.
That's where I go on vacation sometimes.
Yes, you can... It's right next to the sun, my guy. There's no way. That's not an ice planet.
But, it could be like the moon. The way works in mysterious ways is all I'm saying.
Okay, it does, but this is definitely Lithios.
I'll take your word for it, because you guys are the magic-y people. But if we get there and I was right, then you definitely owe me.
Okay, you know what? I'll take you on that. I owe you a drink, or tabs on me for the night. If Lithios is the wrong place.
Ooh, a bar bet.
All right, deal.
To Lithios!
And so as the three of you start to head back to the Phoenix 13, Lysia runs ahead of you into the tent that Yor had stormed off to. And she says, "Come, Yor, come. We are headed to Lithios." Are you kidding me? There's so much work to be done here. You just want to run off with these whoever they are on some whim? Lysia, the real work is here.
Well, I mean, you could stay, man. We're fine just taking her.
We simply must go. This is the next step. The step to finding the key to opening the gate.
Yeah, you should probably just leave him. He doesn't seem interested, not in the way Gorpheus is.
I mean, I don't want to rule Yor out, man. I mean, if you don't want to come, you don't have to come. But, you're obviously welcome.
Yor steps up to you, Gorpheus, chest to chest. About how tall are you?
5'4".
Okay, yeah, you're like a squat little guy.
I always imagined you really tall.
Hey, 5'4" listeners, I'm not calling you short, okay?
But you are.
I'm only like 5'5", but yeah, you're short. So yeah, he's a bit taller than you. And so he's like looking down on you, puffing his chest out. You know, he sort of tilts his iconic hat down to cover his eyes and says, "I'll meet you on the ship. I gotta gather my things."
Cool.
I don't care what his name is. He is not my bra, Rahim.
Well played, my guy. Well played.
He's your Bra Rahim. That's his actual name from the book. He's your Bra Rahim.
Yo, guys, that's my bra. Let's go.
That's all I can hear when I hear his name.
Yeah.
It's so true.
It's canon.
It's so funny.
Let's hope it works out better for him than Bobby O.
Oh no, Bobby O.
And so Lasaya and Yor join you on the Phoenix 13, and you take off, leaving the surface of Shemaya behind, back up into those stormy clouds. And again, you hit turbulence. And as the Phoenix 13 sort of fights to push through the atmosphere of those, electrical clouds, Yor mutters to Lasaya, "This Urbot calls itself the greatest pilot in the galaxy and can't even give us a smooth ride out of the atmosphere."
Did you just say this robot like I'm not even here?
I know, that's a little rude. While you're on my ship, sir, there will be no slurs against the members of my crew.
And suddenly the ship drops for a moment. All the lights and sensors and arrays flicker as the ship is struck by lightning.
Oh, god damn it!
All right, Cypher. I mean, come on. I'm trying to defend you here.
And you begin to free fall for just like a split second before, Cypher, you can like hit all the hard reboots and get everything back online, and whoosh, you are out of the storm, back up into the void of space.
Woohoo! That was fun, right, guys?
Yeah! Oh god! Jesus Christ!
As long as we still are on the Phoenix 13, we're not going to 14. After 14, it's changing to something else. No more Phoenixes.
What? You can't do that to me.
Yeah, man, if it's not a phoenix, we won't rise from the ashes. That just means we'll die next time.
It's just getting unlucky, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm superstitious here, alright? At this point, I don't want to lose it.
I think we should go to Shemaya more often. That was awesome.
And Cypher, you say that, but as you are starting to, rocket through the system towards the gate that will take you from Breck to Iota, where Lithios is, you keep your not eyes. You don't have eyes. You keep your ocular
Sensors
on like the various system screens that are in the cockpit, and it seems like some systems are not quite failing, but they're not at 100% right now. But you keep your eye on it, and you make your way to the edge of the system, and you engage the FTL drives, and the gate activates, and woo, before you know it, you are in the Iota system, and you can set course for Lithios. But after a couple hours of traversing through the Iota system, those sensors are steadily dropping and heading to 0. and you can all feel the ship slowing down to a crawl. There is something seriously wrong with the engines right now as I'm cashing in my complication, my entanglement that you guys rolled in the last downtime.
I fucking knew it. As soon as we got hit by lightning, I'm like, oh no, this is the thing.
The engines are totally failed out here in the void of space.
We should have upgraded engines.
Shit.
Captain, greatest pilot in the galaxy, cult leader. What are you guys gonna do?
God damn it. Is that...
Lisaya and Yor are like looking around, and Lisaya's like, is everything all right? And Yor's like, of course it's not all right.
Hey, Yor, why don't you shut your mouth and sit down?
Hey, no need to yell. We're all good. This is just a routine exercise for the ship. Nothing to worry about. No problems here. Cypher, what can we do?
Well, it got hit on the outside. We might have to go out there and do a little quick repair.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah, I think you guys should probably put on your spacesuits, so I can, work from in here. You can see what the damage looks like, and I'm going to need you guys to be very specific about what happened.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
I'm an absolute expert on spaceships, as you know. So I know all of the doohickeys and things that come out of the front part where the engine is.
The deck.
Yes.
Wait, the engine? Isn't that like the rudder?
No, I mean that's the back. You're right. No, I'm thinking of speeders. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Spaceships are different.
I trust you guys implicitly, so I think we should probably be running in like 30 minutes. 8 hours tops.
Well, everybody knows whenever a mechanic says something, you just double the time.
Let's go with 30 minutes though. We could call it an hour. I think that's pretty good.
Well, I'm gonna suggest 16. But let's go and find out.
Okay, yeah, let's put on our spacesuits and check out the damage.
As everybody like scrambles around to go put on their spacesuits, preparing, this like pinging noise starts. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo.
Oh, are you kidding me? Right now? This is when you're doing this to us?
This is fine. This is fine.
Garfius, I would like to talk over our radios real quick.
Garfius, I know you really like this girl, and I'm going to continue Operation Wingman, but it looks like Operation Garfius gets captured is a go.
What?
Excuse me, it looks like your comms are ringing. Lisaya, politely says as you guys are scrambling about.
Yes, let me deal with that 1 second. Eat shit, dirtbag! Garfius, get out there!
Garfius is getting half of this because he's putting on his fishbowl helmet and nothing else because, of course, he doesn't need anything else. And he goes out into the void of space with Captain Crash. But did we find out who was on the other side of the comms?
Nope.
Just in case. Wild possibility that we're maybe not, right on this.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, we should listen.
Cypher's in charge of comms right now.
Yeah, no, that's what happens. Cypher answers, yells "eat shit" and hangs up, and Crash and Gorpheus are climbing outside on those rungs that are like on spaceships so that you can maneuver when you're outside. And as you start making your way back to the engine, you both can see 2 ships heading your way, and they are kind of like scary looking ships, right? These aren't run of the mill, fresh off the space used car lot, These are custom. They're like black and white and red. And as they get closer, you swear you see on the front of one of these ships a skull and crossbones.
Let's fucking go, Space Pirates!
Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Nick. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.